So today, I want to talk about fear. Does anybody in here have any fears?
Maybe.
I have a couple.
You say fears or feet?
Fears.
Okay.
Fears. I'm really afraid of spiders. Terrified. I'm really. Well, what about that one time in church? We were at.
Oh,
All right.
you made us pull over.
Oh,
There
that
was a little
time too.
spider. You made us pull over. Yeah.
Well, he wouldn't eat much.
It's not about that. I don't know what it is. It's just don't like them. I don't know why.
You don't really have a legitimate reason to fear them.
You know, Congo's got the size of dinner plate.
Now, Dwayne said they don't have spiders over there. I asked him. That's what he said. He said there's no bugs in that jungle, so we're
There's
good.
no bugs in the jungle.
That's what he told me. What? I asked him. I said, "There's no. There, I got one problem here." I said, "There's no spiders, is there?" And he said, "Nope, not here." So that and then.
Don't call them spiders, they're called Volkswagens.
Yeah, right. But and then also a little afraid of heights, which is kind of hard for my job. But I get over that a little bit. Does anybody have any fears?
You're afraid of heights and you're a roofer.
Yeah. I was born into it.
Dwayne,
Yeah.
your son's afraid of heights and he's a roofer.
He knows.
Carolyn.
I bet you are.
Throw it up there anyway.
Yeah. Well, you get over it. You be smart and slow. I'm not in a rush. That's what I tell. If it's a big roof and a steep one, I go to my appointments and I tell them, "Hey, I'm gonna be out here for 40 minutes. I'm not hurrying. I'm not rushing. And everybody understands just fine."
You tell them you're afraid of heights?
No. Not usually. Sometimes once I get more comfortable with them. But those are light fears. Those are not the kind of fears I'm trying to talk about today. Are you looking at spiders on there?
He's showing me spiders.
I'm telling you, spiders that are in the comments.
Okay. I'm talking about a little bit more serious stuff. With me, one of my more serious things is I don't know, I fear that I won't be able to do what God wants me to do at my young age. It may sound like a weird fear, but that's just how I feel about it. I'm just afraid that I'm not going to do everything He wants me to do, and then I'm going to be, it doesn't make sense, right? The fear doesn't make sense, but it's still there. Does anybody have any, if anybody wants to share any, but.
On faith.
Faith, yeah.
I doubt my salvation sometimes. That's the biggest fear I have, probably.
Yeah.
Even though I know what the Bible says and I know what it says for salvation, I know that I've accomplished in my heart, my mind will go okay, it says you have to have faith in Jesus Christ, and then I think, well, do I? Do I enough? Is my faith enough? Do I truly have faith in Him? If I did, why would I do some of the things I do? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest
That's
fear.
when you just go back and read Romans chapter 6.
I don't
7
think,
and 8.
if a person is truly a Christian, I don't think at one time they've not doubted
Yeah.
salvation. They've not doubted their salvation.
What's it
Well,
devil?
somebody,
The devil puts little things in your mind.
And that's what we talked about a few weeks
He
ago.
will
Trying
stand
to
there and
deceive you.
shoot little things in your mind.
I think you said a couple weeks ago, if you're doubting, and I heard some other people say this before, if you're worried about it, if you're doubting,
Pretty good sign that you are
that
saved.
means, that might mean that you are.
Well, because you have, before you're saved, you don't have the convictions for the sins. If after you get saved, you do have those. So if you're feeling that doubt, you're feeling that you're doing something wrong, sounds like conviction to me. So why do we have these fears? Why do we fear? First off, there's two different kind of fears that we see in the Bible. There's unhealthy fear, there's an unhealthy fear, but then there's also a healthy fear. I'm going to first start with talking about the unhealthy fear. The devil causes this. He's going to put it in you. He loves to put fear into us. It's one of his very widely used things. I don't even think that's one of the tactics we used. Talked about a few weeks ago. We talked about deception which could kind of fall in line with this. But fear is something that most everybody has. And most all fear boils down to one thing, and that would be fear of the unknown. That's really what we're afraid of.
Yeah.
It's what it is. We're just afraid of what could happen, what might happen. I don't want to do this because this might happen, or they might look at me this way, or I might not be able to live this life anymore. Moses. What about when God called Moses to go back to Egypt? Every excuse he could make, he made every excuse. Because what? He was afraid. In Exodus 3:11, you don't have to turn to all these ones here. Exodus 3:11, and Moses said unto God, Who am I that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt? Exodus 4, verse 1. And Moses answered and said, But behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice, for they will say, The Lord hath not appeared unto thee. And then down to verse 10 in chapter 4. And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. He's given excuse after excuse, even after in between. Read the in between part when you get back home there in Exodus chapter 2, 3, and 4. Exodus chapter 3 and 4. God's trying to reassure him, tell him this is how it's going to work. And actually, God, even if you read on past there, chapter 4, God actually gets upset with him after that last one and was like, that's when he told them that Aaron's going to go and he's going to speak for you. In 2 Timothy 1:7, you can turn to 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. But that role that Moses played, that was big, right? God had him do that. He spoke to him through a burning bush and had him go and bring his people out of bondage. But he was afraid. What was the devil trying to do? What would it have been like if Moses was just too afraid and said, I can't do it? He chickened out and just didn't do it. What would it have been like then? What do you think the devil's trying to do? He's putting that fear, and every excuse that Moses could have said, he said. The devil was making him afraid, putting that fear in him. In 2 Timothy 1, verse 7, For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. God does not want us to fear. He has not given us the spirit of fear. That is not from God. So if you're fearing in this unhealthy way, that's not of God. That is the devil putting that in you. He is putting things, giving situations before you, making you afraid. Fear, what it does, and this is why he likes it so much, it really makes us immobile, basically. If you're afraid, then you're immobile. You can't do anything. You can't move. It says that God gave us the spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Not the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. What's the great commandment? What's the great commandment, somebody?
Love the Lord God of our heart.
That's it. In Matthew chapter 22, verse 37 and 38. It says, Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So in Timothy, he gave us the spirit of love there. And the great commandment is to love God and love our neighbor as ourselves. Then go to 1 John chapter 4, verse 18. 1 John chapter 4, verse 18 says, There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. So he gave us the spirit of love. The great commandment is love God and to love our neighbor in fear, and that love casteth out fear. So what do we have to do then? We have to go to God whenever we've got something. Call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. Psalms chapter 18, verse 3. I believe. That was that one. We have to call upon Him. It says, fear hath torment. Who can attest to that? Who likes being afraid? No, nobody likes being afraid. It's tormenting, really. If you're, whether it's afraid of the dark or afraid of spiders, when there's this, literally, if I saw a spider right there, it freaks me out. It's like tormenting me. Whether it's that or, you don't like going outside in the dark, or whether it's something bigger, afraid that if I do this, people are going to look at me this way, and you're in torment because God's trying to tell you to do something, but the devil's putting this fear in you, and you don't want to do it. Then you feel like you're in torment. Don't be deceived. This is it's false fear, It's false fear. You're just afraid of what might happen. You don't even know. That's why you're afraid. You're afraid of the unknown. God wants to take it all away. He wants to give us that peace that we talk about all the time. And He will. Just give it unto Him. And the fear, when He puts the fear in front of you, it's a lie that stops pretty much anybody in their tracks. It stops anybody from doing whatever God was trying to have them do, whatever His will was in their life. That fear put right in there, they're immobile, can't move. They don't want to move anymore. They don't want to move forward. They're too afraid, and they're stuck right there, and they can't move. But if you accept Jesus, you're a child of God. It says you're a child of God if you've accepted Him. In John 1:12, it says, "But as many as received Him, to them gave He power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on His name." Turn to Romans chapter 8. So if we're believing on Him, if we receive Him, accept that gift, we become sons of God. We're His children. He's our Father. In Romans 8:15 through 18, it says, "For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit, that we are the children of God, and if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ. If so be that we suffer with Him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." We've been adopted. He's offering the gift, and He's offering the gift of salvation. It's just a free gift. But there's more than that. Once we accept this, He basically adopts us as His children. We become sons of God.
Amen.
We are His children. And as His children, what do we do? What is the little... Actually, maybe this is why this happened last night, so I can say this. Then, God, I don't know, He sleeps through the night, every night, 12 hours, no problem. Last night, it takes me a while to wake up. I'm really, really slow to wake up. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, and He whines during the night, when He turns over and he'll grunt and stuff like that. We can hear it because we got a monitor. So usually he never wakes up in the middle of the night. It's like never, ever. I think this might be like the first time ever, first time ever. And even when he was a little baby. But he woke up last night and he was just like screaming. Like at 3 o'clock, and just screaming and screaming and screaming. So finally, when I woke up enough to realize what was going on, I got up and I went in there, and as soon as I got in there, he was laying on his stomach, and I just kind of rubbed his back, and he just kind of laid there. and actually was laying straight like this. And I'm like, what are you doing laying like that? But he stopped, and I was rubbing his back. Stayed in there for like 12 minutes. 12 minutes, wasn't I?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, I was in there for a while, just rubbing his back, and then I took my hand off. He stopped crying immediately. You know, after like 6 or 7 minutes or so, I took my hand off, and he went, "Why'd you stop?" He really liked it, and so I did it again for a while, and then I was in there. I was getting tired. I'm like, "You're gonna have to fall asleep," because he kept. Every time I'd stop, he'd lift his head up, and be like, "Why are you stopping? It feels good." But he was being comforted. He was being comforted. He wasn't afraid. I guess maybe he had a bad dream or something. Something frightened him, and he just couldn't get back to sleep. And so he just cried for his father. And his father came, comforted him, and he fell back asleep. And that's the same. We are sons of God. That's our Father. What should we do when we're afraid? We should cry out for our Father. He'll comfort us if we cry out for Him. He wants to. He's standing right there. He wants to. But if we are as, the prodigal son and we leave, all He can do is wait for us to come back. We stand there with open arms. But He's ready. He's willing. What's it like? What do we do? Do we ever call upon God when we're afraid? Or do we just stop in our tracks, become immobile, and let the devil stop us right there? No, we got to cry to our Father to comfort us, to show us what to do. If we don't know which way to turn, what we're supposed to do here, we need to cry to Him. Whatever, if anybody has something that, that they feel that they're supposed to be moving forward on, but for some reason they're not, you just feel like you don't want to. And it doesn't have to be a fear like you're shaking, trembling, like, I don't know, I'm going to die if I do that. But it's a fear like, I don't know what people are going to think of me. I don't know if this is going to affect my life. I don't know this and all these questions. And you're doubting, and that's the fear that He's putting inside of you. That's what He's doing. He's trying to prevent you from doing what you're supposed to do. In Romans chapter 8, verse 18, what we just read, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." It doesn't matter how hard it's going to be here. That doesn't even compare to what it's going to be like in heaven. It doesn't even compare. So don't even worry about it. That's why there's no worry. I mean, it doesn't even matter what happens here. It doesn't matter because we're going somewhere so amazing that this doesn't even, nothing. It doesn't matter. So that's what being free is like. Just giving your life completely to Him. Whatever He has for you, just whatever. Who cares? I don't care where He takes me. I don't care what I do, what happens. He's going to take care of me. He's going to do. Just like, a lot of people say I've had a lot of mixed things about going over to Africa. But if God's called me there, if for me to stay here, I'm useless.
Amen.
If He's calling me somewhere, for me to stay here is useless.
That's right.
It would be pointless for me to do that.
That's right.
I don't care where He takes me. I'm going to go where He wants. I'm going to go where He wants me to go. Whatever the devil's telling you to lie, whatever he's putting inside of you, those doubts and those fears, it's a lie. Don't let the fear of the unknown. Just trust in Him. You got to trust that with the path that He's taking you on, that's the right path. Because you may not know. He's not going to reveal it all to you. He won't reveal it all to you every time. But if you are going on that fear and saying, I don't know if I should do this, and I'm afraid that this is going to happen, you know who you're relying on? No, you. I'm relying on me. I'm relying on me to get me through this. And I'm not going to take the next step this way because I don't know if I can get myself through that. It's not about you getting yourself through that. It's about relying on Him to get you through it. So don't rely on yourself. We're so selfish and self-centered, but then we also rely on ourselves. We're really all about ourselves to get us through anything. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 7. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 7 says, Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. He's going to direct our paths. Verse 7. Be not wise in thine eyes, fear the Lord, and depart from evil. There's the introduction. There's a different fear. That's not the kind of fear that we've been talking about. We're talking about the unhealthy fear. Now here is a healthy fear. Does anybody remember what the fear of the Lord is?
Wisdom and understanding.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and understanding and knowledge. We're getting close there. But what is the fear of the Lord? The Bible tells us what the fear of the Lord is. In Proverbs 8:13. In Proverbs chapter 8:13. It says, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. And then, like you were saying, Proverbs 1:7 says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. The fools despise wisdom and instruction. And Proverbs 9:10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. This is the fear that this is the fear of God that we're supposed to have. If we fear Him, we hate the sin, we hate the evil and the evil way. This is the fear where when we're put to a crossroads, you're going to have two different kinds of fears. And it's, depending on your relationship with God, it depends on which one you're going to feel more than the other. You're going to have one, you're going to fear like, I'm afraid to go here because I don't know if this road's going to make me more popular or it's going to not, or people are going to think this about me or whatever. And then you'll have the healthy fear, and you will have it. It's just which one you decide to listen to. You'll have the fear of God telling you, this road does this to you, and this is the evil way, but this is where I want you to go. That the fear of God is that knit, close relationship with Him. You're going to hate the evil. He's going to show you which way is the evil way, which way is the wrong way, and He's going to show you which way is the right way. That's a healthy fear. When we feel uneasy about something, that's not the right path. We shouldn't be doing this. That's God speaking to you. He's showing you what you should and should not do. So He'll show you which one is the wrong one. I got this song I want you guys to listen to. With a melody, you surround me with song of deliverance from my enemies. Take my fears cold. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. From my mother's womb, you have chosen me. Love has called my name. I've been born again to a family
stream that flows through my veins. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I am surrounded by the arms of the Father. I am surrounded by songs of deliverance. We've been liberated from our bondage. We're the sons and the daughters. Let us sing our freedom.
You want to say that if anybody feels that there's something more potential in their life that God's trying, you feel uneasy that you're not where you don't think you're where you're supposed to be, but you're afraid to take the next step or something, you need to give that to God. And right now, don't let Him, have one more day. He doesn't deserve to take any days from you. If there's any fear in your life whatsoever of taking the next step, whatever that needs to be, remember He's your Father. Take the next step. He says that the glory that the heaven, we're going to heaven. It doesn't even compare to what we could go through here. It doesn't matter. Just do what He has you to do. Follow Him. Follow His will in your life. Because every day that you wait, every day that you wait, is one more day that He's taken from you. And like we talked about last week or the week before, whatever, you're going through, if it's something, Job said, and I had this, but I forget what the scripture was, but it said, Job said that it doesn't matter what I go through here, it doesn't matter, I'm not turning from God. That's what he said. And he went through more than any of us could ever go through. God may have you go through something, to give you strength. Ephesians, what we talked about last week, Isaiah 40:31. Isaiah 40:31 says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. We need to trust in Him. And if we do, if we trust that He's going to get us through whatever it is that we're going through, He's going to renew our strength. He's going to renew our strength. And He's going to guide us and lead us to where we're supposed to go. And He's going to work all things out for us. In Romans chapter 8:28 it says. But don't wait one more day. Whatever the next step that needs to be, take that next step. Don't let the devil hold you back. In Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10, it says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Fear not," he says, "for I am with thee." It says nothing, in Romans chapter 8, it says nothing can separate us from the love of God. Nothing.
Amen.
Fear not, for I am with thee. He's right there with you. Don't be afraid. Give it to him. Whatever that next step is, take that next step. Psalms 56, 10 through 12. "In God will I praise his word. In the Lord will I praise his word. In God have I put my trust. I will not be afraid what man can do unto me. Thy vows are upon me, O God. I will render praise unto thee."
Amen.
Nothing here. Nobody can do anything to you here. Nothing.
Right.
Don't be afraid what anybody can do anything to here. It says, "Thy vows are upon me, O God." Whatever, he has a will for your life. We're all part of the body. "I will render praises unto thee." If you don't know Jesus as your Savior, and the fear is taking that next step to, I don't know what this next lifestyle has, don't be afraid of that. Yeah, you don't know how many days you have. You're either going one of two places, heaven or hell.
Amen.
And if you're up, I don't care if you're unsure or whatever, you should take the step anyways, because I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Right.
In Isaiah chapter 2, verse 8 and 9, it says, "For by grace are you saved through faith, that not of yourselves, it is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast." It's a gift that he is just offering out for anybody. It's a free gift. What's the other gift that we get as well? We get the sons of God. And what does it say there in Isaiah? Where was that song? Isaiah, "Fear not, for I am with thee." He is dwelling inside of us. We are his children. So whatever is holding you back, if there's something that you need to, if there's a step that you need to take, it's time to take that step right now. If you all pray with me. Dear Lord Jesus, thank you for your Son. Thank you for the blood that he shed on the cross. Thank you for sacrificing your Son for us and giving us that free gift. I mean, we get to spend eternity in heaven, but you're giving us so much here. You're giving us salvation, something to hope for, something to look forward to. You're saying that you're going to be with us, that you're dwelling inside of us, that you're going to comfort us, that not to fear, that you're going to be with us, that you're going to work things out. I mean, and you're going to give us peace that passes all understanding. I mean, the list goes on, the things that you're giving us here. And then we're also going to heaven. It's your blessings and your mercy and forgiveness is so much. Don't even understand it. But we're not meant to. But I pray, Lord, that anybody in here that doesn't know you, that they accept the gift of salvation through the sacrifice of your Son that you're offering to everyone. And that they follow your will for their lives, Lord, and take part in the joy and the rich life that you're offering us. I pray for anybody in here, Lord, that has been immobile for who knows how long because of stuck in fear, because of the devil's deception upon their lives, Lord. And I pray that you just free them of that, Lord. Come down and give them a freedom knowing that it doesn't matter what happens to me here. That's where the peace comes from, that peace that passes understanding. I don't care what happens to me here. I don't care where I go. That is when you truly get peace.